What's up and welcome to My Point of View. I am your fat and opinionated host, and a wise man by the name of Albert Einstein once said that insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over while expecting different results. And if that is indeed the case, if that is the true definition of what it means to be insane, then I think it's safe to say that the folks over at Anheuser-Busch and the folks at Bud Light are clinically insane because they keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, yet they keep expecting different results. Of course, it started with Dylan Mulvaney. Once Bud Light realized that it had messed up, once they lost billions of dollars, they tried to backtrack. They tried to do whatever they could to stop the backlash. They dropped prices. They released new patriotic commercials. They're about to release new patriotic beer cans. But behind the scenes, they were partnering with the Children's Hospital of Cincinnati that literally chops kids' body parts off and things of that nature. They partnered with them to sponsor the Cincinnati Pride Parade. And then, once again, they tried to backtrack and apologize. They got their distributors out here begging for people to buy Bud Light. You're going to make people lose jobs. Please buy our beer. And the backlash got even worse. They lost even more money, and then they decided, we have to partner. We have to partner with someone. What about Harley Davidson? Now they're about to release Harley Davidson beer, while their CEO is out here telling everyone what you see on YouTube is disinformation, okay? We don't really support these things. But you guys got caught. And now, once again, they are doing the same thing. Because it just so turns out that Bud Light, it's not doubling down on its woke agenda per se, it's tripling down. They have tripled down on this woke agenda, and they have been caught doing so again, donating over $200,000 to another alphabet charity or whatever the hell you want to call it. Let's go ahead and see what's happening here. It seems that despite the boycott, Bud Light has failed to learn anything because the company just announced on Tuesday its donation of over $200,000 to the National LGBT plus minus Chamber of Commerce. It seems that Anheuser-Busch is now backtracking on its backtracking of its backtracking, sending a whopping $200,000 to the NGLCC's Communities of Color Initiative, which is designed to support the growth and success of minority LGBTQ plus minus owned businesses through certification, scholarships, and business development in an effort to create equal opportunities for the economic advancement of small businesses owned by LGBTQIA plus individuals. So basically, they saw all of this backlash and they figured, well, I guess we better start dishing out money to LGBTQI plus agendas. As if that makes any sense. So as they're losing billions for dipping their toes in this water in the first place, they continue to dish out money left and right to these organizations. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm living in a different world, but I thought that you could own a business regardless of what your sexuality is. You see, this stuff, it makes no sense. It's introduced purposely to be divisive. It doesn't matter who you sleep with. If you want to start a business, you can start a business. The fact that they pretend as if We need these organizations out here that collect these massive donations from other companies so they can start LGBTQ businesses. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Really ask yourself that. What opportunities does a straight person have that someone in the LGBTQ plus community doesn't have? None of it makes sense. It doesn't matter if you're attracted to the same sex. You can go start a successful business. There are plenty of successful people within that community. Hell, from the looks of it, the people who run this world are part of that community, right? They all like having sex with little boys. I mean, let's just be honest. So the fact that people are trying to pretend like this is such a class of people who are oppressed and they can't do anything. We need Anheuser-Busch donating hundreds of thousands of dollars to make sure that people in the LGBT community can start their businesses. Selling what? Doing what? I honestly don't get it. It makes no sense. But like I said, it doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. What makes sense to me is the writing that I see on the wall, which is that Bud Light has not learned its lesson. Despite losing all of this money, despite the stock dropping, they continue to make these decisions. And they told you that, oh, we had no idea about Dylan Mulvaney. That's because we hired this marketing firm. This is showing us Bud Light's true colors. They could fire whoever they want to fire. They could place the blame on whoever they want to place the blame on. Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch are part of this agenda. And this is proof that no matter how much money they lose, no matter how much money their investors lose, let's just call it that, because make no mistake about it, there are plenty of people invested in Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch that have nothing to do with this situation, who are possibly losing their future because they're losing money every single day in the stock market because Bud Light keeps doubling down on nonsense instead of trying to make things better. So they're screwing over everyone in the long run, including themselves. But apparently they don't care about that because the agenda is more important. But like I said, it doesn't matter who they placed the blame on or who they pointed the fingers at. It doesn't matter who they fired or placed on leave. We are now seeing the truth. The truth is, it was Bud Light and the folks at Anheuser-Busch all along. This was their agenda. It was not a one-off. It was not a mistake to hire Dylan. It was all part of their plan. And if you follow the money, you can see that that has been part of the plan. I don't care what anyone else has to say about it because the proof is in the pudding. Let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.